So tonight, I'm going to tell you, we are really honored because we have Sam Nelson on the phone, and so let me turn this over here to Sam. We're going to talk a little bit about a project that he's doing. Now, Sam, you're Ricky's son, correct?
I am, Chris. Thanks for having me. Thanks for everything, really. I'm his youngest son.
Wow. Well, we love your dad's music, of course, and actually at one time in Central California, your dad was part of a place. There was actually a club in Tulare, California that your dad had bought into, and he came down and performed live in Central California, and a lot of us remember going to that performance and how awesome he was.
Very cool. Do you remember the name of that club by chance?
I'm trying to think of the name of it. It escapes me right now, but anyway, it was in Central California. And I know he was part of it, and it was pretty awesome. I did see him in Las Vegas a couple of times as well, and what an awesome performer. But you're here tonight to talk about a project you're working on for your grandparents' show, the Ozzie and Harriet show, which I know a lot of our listeners remember.
That's right. Well, to backtrack, very basically, my Uncle David, my dad's brother, who was also on the show, Ozzie and Harriet, passed away about 6 months ago. And just prior to that, I was assigned as co-trustee with David for the Ozzie and Harriet asset, basically. And I started pretty much at that point going into the archives and the vaults and digging through and trying to clean up just years and years of Ozzie and Harriet materials that span 3 generations of Nelson family stuff, film, radio, television, you name it. It was, just jam-packed with all this stuff, music, just unbelievable amounts of music from everybody, including my grandparents, who were also number one hit makers, actually. My grandpa Ozzie was in the big band era, as well as my dad, obviously, with, just a treasure trove of material. And after my uncle passed, I said, wow, this is also including the 435 episodes of the original show, which ran for 14 years in national syndication and is still considered the longest-running live-action sitcom in history, which is pretty incredible. And obviously carried, a lot by my dad's performances in the show, which everybody, would wait till the end of the show to see my dad perform.
Oh yeah. He was the heartthrob of all the young teenage girls back then. That's for sure.
Teen Idol was coined for him.
Yeah.
So the term Teen Idol, I should say. So basically, I found these episodes, and they were in horrible disarray as I started digging deeper. And I said, well, I want to. They're all film. So I said I need to put my brain together here and think of a way of breathing, new life into these shows, because they've been basically forgotten for 2 decades, and at this point they're literally deteriorating. They're dissolving themselves. So I have to think, something pretty quick here. So I started doing some research and found a website called Kickstarter.com. And Kickstarter is considered the largest funding platform for independent projects in the world. And I started basically putting together a page on Kickstarter that for Ozzie and Harriet, which is focused on the revitalization of the show, basically. And the idea is you put a short video together and a little presentation, and people watch the little presentation, and there's a period of time that you have, and you basically contribute to cause. And in exchange for your contribution, there's a rewards section based on your contribution. And you have a time period. So if you don't make a certain amount of money within that time period, you don't get anything. But if you make over that, you get to keep what you make. So ultimately, we had a goal that we put in place and launched the project. And it's been going for about 2 to 3 weeks at this point. And we got a fantastic head start, but we still need a lot of help.
Okay, and how can our listeners help?
Well, it's pretty simple. Go to Kickstarter.com, and in the search box, all you need to do is type in Ozzie and Harriet, and the project will pop up, and the title of the project is Ozzie and Harriet Reviving an American Treasure, and click on that, the page will open up, and you can watch the video. There's a picture of my mug right in the front there. Just click on that, and there's about a 4-minute long video, and it'll explain the whole deal.
Okay, so that's Kickstarter. That's Kick starter.com. Kickstarter.com.
Yep, exactly.
All right.
And we've got about a week and a half left to participate in the project. And it's, again, we're doing, we're really excited about the support we have so far. It's been tremendous. But, obviously there's a lot of shows. It's 435 episodes. So that's an unbelievable amount of material to have to go through. And, we were offering very cool rewards. For example, you can sponsor an episode. So if there was an episode that you grew up with that you loved, you can participate in this project, and your name will be forever basically embedded in with that particular episode.
That's awesome. I think that's really awesome. We got a lot of listeners out there tonight that love the Ozzie and Harriet show, that love the entire Nelson family and all the great episodes. And still today, are buying those. We see people buying some of the old episodes, around and watching them. And just they're awesome. And cleaning a lot of those up, making them the quality that we have today with full digital and all that stuff, that would be awesome. I think it'd be a really, really neat thing to do.
Thank you. Well, that's the goal, and ultimately, it's there's never been a definitive collection ever. There's a lot of not so great quality stuff out there, and this project is really that first step in collecting and cleaning up and putting our best foot forward to make sure it's a family branded effort. So, and again, it will include bonus feature galore, music like crazy, performances that nobody's ever seen in my father's. Backstage stuff, you name it, it's going to be included. But again, this is kind of the beginning of that stepping stone to jump off from this Kickstarter project. So the more support we get, the better the product will be, and the better stuff we can, better foot forward, I should say.
All right, well, great, Sam. Sam Nelson, Ricky Nelson's youngest son. How old are you today, Sam?
I'm actually 36.
36 years old. All right. Well, we got a lot of Ricky Nelson fans out there, and a lot of Ozzie and Harriet, Dave Nelson fans, a lot of fans of the Ozzie and Harriet show. So once again, let's give them the website real quick here.
It's Kickstarter.com, and just type in the search box Ozzie and Harriet, and the project title is Ozzie and Harriet Reviving an American Treasure. You can go from there. All
right. Sam, thank you so much for joining us tonight on Legends of Rock and Roll, and I'd like you to introduce Hello, Mary Lou by Ricky Nelson, if you would.
Absolutely, I'd love to. This is Ricky Nelson, Hello, Mary Lou.